you record it, can you just share the recording with me, please? Because I don't have recording of Zoom on my
We can
system.
send it after the meeting. And first of all, I would like to present my colleagues. So as you know, my name is Anna. I'm from admission of International Students Office. There is my colleague Dmitriy from the same department. And you can also see Nadezhda. She's from Department of Social Adaptations of International Students. And also there is our student, our PhD student, Mohsin Raza. And you can ask him questions about, I don't know, about living in Tomsk, about studying, etc. So, and he also works at the university, so he has rich experience which he can share.
Yes, obviously. Thank you. So let's just talk about, I just want to know basically two things, because I am representing an A-level school. So my students go in undergraduate studies at the bachelor's level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you can tell us something about your university, your bachelor's programs, and if a Pakistani is coming to Russia, then what are the requirements? I mean, these are my three main questions.
Okay, first of all, we don't differentiate between nationality of students, so there are no specific requirements for Pakistani students. They're the same for any international students. You just apply if on paid basis via website admissions, register, select a program, and upload your documents. As one moment that may differ, it's you need to apostille your educational documents, because right now we have an agreement with Pakistan that you need to put apostille on your diploma or transcript, marked transcript, but it's not such a difficult process, so you just need to do it. Other than that, you register, you pass exams, and you apply for a program. If the program is in Russian language, you need to take a preparatory course, because obviously you can study in Russian program if you don't know Russian language. And I think that in this case, Raza can tell you about his experience, because he actually studied full course in the preparatory language department, and I think that the experience there, it's also part not only of educational process but a part of adaptation to living in Tomsk and to the university. It's like important step to be included in the student community. And this part, if you can share your experience, please tell us more.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank to PSU administration for being a part of this meeting. Hello, Nadeem, Zedi Saab, how are you? Hello.
We hear you. Everything is okay.
Yes.
Okay, first thing I want to ask is, where are you from in Pakistan?
I am basically from Punjab. Okay. My Russian language experience was very good. So it's initial requirement if you want to study in Russian university. Also, it's depend on your program. If your program in English, then maybe you get Russian language course. But mostly in Russian universities, the program in Russian language, so you must take Russian language course. And the atmosphere was outstanding. The teacher was outstanding. So I learned a lot from this course.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So about bachelor's programs, as what Mohsin mentioned before, we have English bachelor's programs. We're not a lot. only three. It's one in software engineering, so it's like IT specialty. The second one is in linguistic, so it's like humanitarian specialty. And a third one, innovation technologies. It's like a complex program from different spheres of study: biology, chemistry, mathematics, and it implements model studying, so students can comply some kind of his plan of studying in his interest of science. But for now, only 3 English taught programs. But if you're interested in specific Russian taught programs, I can tell you a bit more about this, but you need to narrow down actually the list of spheres so I can actually tell you something about it. Nadine, do you have, I don't hear you right now.
Yeah, if you can tell me something about English taught as well as Russian taught programs, especially related to computer sciences.
So software engineering is English taught program. This program mainly for those who want to be web developers, make apps, be it mobile apps or maybe apps for computers, different games. So it's like very practical. And many of our students find some jobs where they are maybe on third or fourth year, because you need to actual experience, and they have this experience developing their own programs there. If we are talking about Russian taught programs, so it's also similar. They're also for those who want to develop something, but also the specialty is more scientific, so like more academic, I would say. For those who want to further their studies not only in practical view but actually in science field. So you can do it either in English or in Russian, but in Russian there's path for academic also.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about the working opportunities that a student has when a student goes at the undergraduate level and at the master's level. Are there any restrictions on working, and are there work opportunities there so that they can finance their education?
There are no restrictions that students can't work. They can work in their free of time out of studying. So they can find some part-time jobs if they wish so. Usually students with full load of studies, for example, in bachelor levels, it's I can say that it's easy to work part-time because they have full schedule. And usually it's on holidays or in the evening. And I know that some of our students work, for example, like in delivery or in some cafes, but this way. At master level, you can, of course, find some kind of job in laboratory in the university because you have more experience and you have more time. But of course, if a job at the university, you need to actually be very good student, I would say, because you need to actually understand your field of study, and it's not the positions that are offered to everybody. But of course, you can also find jobs elsewhere. And if student really needs a job, for example, he has financial troubles, our social adaptation department always tries to help. regarding their specific situation. So they can go, for example, to Nadezhda, or we have Alexander, who is always helps our students with finding some job opportunities. Of course, not all of them are at the level that they can work at the office or something like this, but if they need money, I think you understand, you can grab any job that comes your way while you are studying. So there are ways, yes.
There is one more question that students ask when I talk to them about Russian education. And I mean, I have read some Russian writers, of course, translated in English, like Leo Tolstoy and Dostoevsky and stuff, and people like those. But here in Pakistan, people have a lot of confusion. So sometimes they ask that if I get a degree from a Russian university, will it be fully recognized in Europe and in North America? So how will you address that concern?
Yeah, there's no actually program. It's the same when we get Pakistani educational documents that need to be to have an apostille. So when you get a degree from Russian university, you also get apostille on it if you will use it in Pakistan or any other country that fall under the convention. But if this country doesn't fall under this convention, you just need to put consular legalization in the embassy. So I'm sorry, there are some noises. You're probably hearing it. But
it's all right.
Yeah, consular legalization in the embassy shows that this document is valid, and the degree afforded by the Russian university can be recognized in other country. So
what sets your university apart from other universities? What are the strong points of your university? And maybe Mohsin Saab can answer that question as well.
Yes. Sir, I applied in 3 universities on the basis of open door scholarship. So I am selected in 3 universities. First one is Tomsk State University, second is Kazan Federal University, and third is ITMO St. Petersburg University. But I selected this university because they have high rank. If you check on Google, Tomsk State University have high rank, and the labs, because I'm student of chemistry, so I am doing PhD. So when I saw net when I was in Pakistan, but when I reached here, then I saw with my eyes their instruments are so good, teachers are so good. So I think this university has good than other universities. If you compare Tomsk State University with the Russian universities, so I choose Tomsk State University due to these reasons. And second reason is like that the city is also is very so beautiful. And second is not expensive city. It's not expensive city. If I went to St. Petersburg or like Moscow, they're very expensive cities. So their city is also beautiful. Universities facilities are also very high. I mean, like the instruments, chemicals, everything is okay. Is there? Yeah. So
And
sir,
Mohsin Saab, how did
sorry?
you find the climate over there?
Sorry?
How did you find the climate over there?
Climates are, in Punjab, where I came from, is very hot, So when I came here, I feel cold. Now I'm habitual with this type of atmosphere. I have no problem. But in past, when I reached here in September 2023, I feel cold and a lot of problem like fever, like cough. But now I am habitual with that environment, sir.
I would also like to know a little bit about the cost of education at undergraduate and master's level, and any scholarships that are available.
Question from me? Sir, it depend on scholarship.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Sir, it's depend on your program. It's depend on your scholarship. During I applied on Open Door scholarship. So I did my Russian language course. So during Russian language course, I received 2,600 ruble per month. So maybe in September when I start my PhD, it will increase. Now I am receiving 2,600 ruble per month.
Yeah, I will answer the next part of the question about cost tuition fee in bachelor and master degree level. So its prices start from 207,000 rubles and increase depending on the sphere till I think 275,000 rubles per year. It's at the bachelor level. Of course, English level taught programs, they meet a bit like pricey. They are like 317,000 rubles per year. But if you compare it with like Moscow or St. Petersburg, we recently compared, and the prices there is around like an average 570 or 80,000 rubles per year. It's like very big gap in prices.
Yes.
At master level, prices, I think that they are pretty similar. So we start from 224,000 rubles per year until like I check the most expensive one we have in design. It's 444,000 rubles, but as you can see, design is very specific field, so others program at the level 250,000. And according to the scholarships, Raza, Mohsin mentioned about Open Doors scholarship. It's also government scholarship, and you can also apply to the direct Russian government scholarship, education in Russia. The registration will be open in September, if you know, and it also open for Open Doors. But
Okay.
Open Doors is only for masters and for PhD students. General government student scholarship is for everybody, for bachelors, for specialists, for masters, for PhD. And students, for example, at semester level, they can simultaneously apply for Open Doors and for governmental scholarship, and which they get, they just need to refuse the second one, so there won't be confusion about the scholarship. And while they are studying in the main program here, if they are studying, for example, on tuition fee, they have also opportunities to apply for different scholarship that are also available for international students. For example, excellent academic performance, they are also available for scholarship students. For example, regional scholarship. So they just need to be good students, write articles, participate in Olympiads, in conference, and if they have these advantages, they of course can apply for scholarship. And also our tuition fee students, if they have 2 semesters or more or on excellent marks, they can get a reduction in tuition fee till 50%.
Okay, thank you. That was very comprehensive. How many undergraduate students do you have over there?
A lot. I think I can't right now tell you the amount, but if just international students, how many we have?
Yes.
I think
Yes,
around
international.
general amount is around 3,700 different international students, and our like university population of students is around 15,500, something like this. So it's like
Oh,
1/5 of our students are international from different countries.
okay, that's amazing. And what are the research opportunities that you provide to your students?
It depends on the field, but I think that, for example, Mohsin Raza, he mentioned that he is in field of chemistry. There is a lot of labs, as our university is classic one, so we develop in the form of science. We have biology also laboratories, and one of our main pursuits is climate changes and environmental damage that's caused by different like factories and something like this. So if you're involved in this kind of topics, you can choose your research supervisor and he will help you improve your research in this field. Also, we have laboratories and researchers in, for example, drones. We are one of two, as I remember correctly, in the country, universities in the country who have this kind of research and opportunities for students to be involved. So it's like a big opportunity for those who want to be in this sphere as their future career, for example, because not everywhere you can find opportunity to work with drones.
Right. And do tell us about what kind of activities the students get involved in when they are on campus. Are there clubs? Are there societies? Can you tell us a little bit about campus life?
Yeah, I think that Nadezhda actually can tell you more about this, as she's one of organizers usually of different events. And recently we have, for example, African Day. Maybe she can mention it also too.
Hello. Actually, we have a lot of activities at our university, starting from some courses of Russian language or other languages like English, French, and so on, free courses, to different activities, sport activities, we organize some concerts. Yes, we had Africa Day, Mongolian Day, Indonesian Day, many of concerts organized by our students. So if anyone can participate in that, if anyone can show himself, he has this opportunity, and we help students with that. So we organize some and we're going out to museums, to some places at the city. So we try to create a lot of interaction for students, so they could find some activity for themselves and just have a good time, I should say. So yeah, there are a lot of activities here. Thank you.
I just remembered something. In addition to this, just last year, if I remembered correctly, there was a girl she got a scholarship, and she said that she wanted to practice music on the piano in the dormitory. So we helped her to find the piano so she could play and practice music because she wanted to have it as, I don't know, as part of her career maybe, or her specialty. So I know that it's not like official activity in the university. It's just an example that we try to find opportunities for students who have some special needs, be it their hobby or their I don't know, career pursuit.
Yes, or we create these opportunities ourselves.
And creating opportunities yourself is, I think, it's the most fun part of the activity, and it's also very enriching. So Raza Saab mentioned, but my question is not for Raza Saab. My question is for you. He mentioned that when he reached there, initially he fell sick, and sometimes when students go to a new place, they feel homesick and stuff like that. So what kind of counseling support do you give?
I also think that it's part of social adaptation process because we have our colleagues in the dormitories to whom our students with any type of problem, from, I don't know, being sick and needing to go to the hospital, or having some dispute in the kitchen about kitchen supplies or something like this, they can go and just ask to help or mediate or solve or something like this. And in these situations, when there are some problems with mental health, I can refer to, we have also a psychologist for students, and we, if needs arose, can find a psychologist who can speak in English, so student can speak in English while not knowing Russian about his problems. And of course, we have very friendly to international students student community, because as I said before, we have a lot of international students. So as you can imagine, they sometimes prefer to stick together. And as we have not one or two students, for example, for Pakistan, they can also get help from their citizens of the same country.
Yes.
Well, I would also add that if a student needs some help with anything, we also have Russian-speaking volunteers. Russian-speaking, they speak English as well, who can like go with them anywhere. Like if they fell sick, they can go together and communicate with the doctors. So if something happens with students, we are trying our best to help him in any case.
And Mohsin Saab, how was your experience?
Sir, if I talk about, you already have question about the sick problem. So, sir, outside I have some problems when you go out, like in cold weather, when you go for class. Inside room are very warm. Room is very nice. Yes. Inside I have no problem. If you have a problem,
Actually,
like
I'm asking these questions because I want people to realize that if a place is cold, it doesn't mean that they're going to freeze. Inside, it's going to be warm. So, but that's what that's what people have in mind. So that's why I'm asking you that question.
Sir, if I have sick, then I call to like I go to like down my storeroom. Then they call to ambulance. Ambulance staff reached in hostel and checked me. It's not big problem, sir. So after 5 or 6 months, I'm habitual with that environment. It's not a big problem. Actually, I like also cold weather. I do not like hot weather. So I am habitual with that type of environment. So, sir, can I sum up the things? Sir, if you compare the living expensive Tomsk with other cities like Moscow, like St. Petersburg, if you compare the tuition fee with other universities, Tomsk State University is much, much better than other universities. Okay, and sir, if you want to apply like for master or bachelor or for PhD, it's best university. Okay, but before applying the universities in this university on scholarship base, you must attest your documents from Higher Education Commission, from Karachi, from Islamabad, from Lahore, you know, and after Ministry of Foreign Affairs, UFA, and then Russian Embassy, Islamabad, you know. And I have some suggestion for a Russian language course. Sir, on YouTube, many videos, films, and dramas are available. So you must ask your students to watch these videos, dramas, or films with Russian subtitle, and learn some basic sentences. Also available on YouTube, on internet, like which we use on airport when we are coming to Russia and start. And there are some apps are also available in Google Play Store, like Duolingo. Duolingo app is also available on, so students they help for Russian language. So some of sir, I am highly recommended Tomsk State University for Pakistani students in respect of master program, bachelor program, and PhD program. So if you have any question, then ask sir.
Okay, yeah, Mohsin Saab, that was really helpful. Tell me about if a student is seeking admission in PhD program, how does he go about preparing for it? Because in PhD, the main thing is getting the right professor and getting your thesis accepted. So please, if you have 5 minutes, just talk about it.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's depend on your program. Okay, I apply in September 2022 on open door scholarship. So it's scholarship have two tests. First test is like MCQs test. If you pass first test, then you will go to second test. Second test is like short question, long questions, and if you pass the second test, then you will go to third, like a test for interviews. Then the supervisors interview to you like that, ask questions about your previous research, why you come Russia, will you come Russia, what your previous study, and what will you do when you reach here. So this type of question they ask me. And the same questions are, it's not like if you are interested in scientific activities, scientific research, then Russia is best for like science students, I think.
And if I may ask, if a student is applying for an undergraduate position, what kind of results should he have, and how long before admission? Do you have one intake or two intakes? And then how many months before the admission the student must apply? What are your deadlines? This I'm asking for undergraduate students.
Okay, at bachelor's level, there is like no two intakes. We organize for international students that they can apply with their documents from February 1st. Of course, exams won't start until usually the end of March or early April. And after they pass the exams, be it in April, be it in July, we send their documents to the faculty, and if they like passed the exams satisfactory for this program, I mean like tuition fee students, right? So they just conclude the contract, and that's all. Admission for all students should be done until the 31st of August, but usually it's done after the contract is concluded, and we can conclude contracts from June. So there is like 3 months while it can be done. If we are talking about scholarship students, the process is more complicated, as can you imagine, because first you need to apply like the year previous to the year you will be studying. And after you apply, there is 3 to 4 months time while the Russian House of your country will review the applications and tell if you passed the documents like tests, parts, and they can also organize additional interviews for students who applied on the scholarship, like the same for open doors or just general government scholarship. And if they pass them, the list of those who receive the scholarship will usually be out in March. It depends on the country, but in like Pakistan, we usually know that the deadline is actually in March. But university will receive applications of those who are accepted for the scholarship sometime later. It begins from late March to late August. So, but of course, students will know previously that they received the scholarship. They just don't know the university where they go, because all the universities who are in the list of priorities should review the documents, and if they're first or second priority, and if they like match, university choose them depending on their results and documents, and they put them the first priority, for example, then university approves them. There's also some time while ministry will make like study direction for the university, like official document that this student is distributed to this university. And it begins from late April, and as I said before, till late August. Right now we I think already have 7 or maybe 8 students from Pakistan who have already been distributed to our university this year. But I expect that we will have more later, because they like upload them to the site for university to review in batches, like 10 people at once, then 10 people in next month, or something like this. So you can actually expect how many you will receive when. Yes. And after we have this study direction, we need to wait until at least the 1st of August, where we can issue the admission order, because the study direction has information that we can't admit them before this date. And afterward, they receive the visa information in their profile on the site and can go to the embassy in their country where they receive the visa and come here. So it's a lengthy process, but the dates are pretty similar for tuition fee students or for scholarship students, that they can arrive from September here and begin their study.
So actually it is the same. You start your studies in September. You must, and obviously it's always advisable for students to start applying early. The earlier you apply, the better it is.
Yes.
For both admission and scholarship prospects.
Yes.
Okay, my last question to my Russian guests, not my Pakistani guests, because but my question is, when are you coming to Pakistan?
Okay. I will come next year, sir.
No, I'm asking
the
okay. Representative of the university.
Okay, sorry.
When are they going to come to Pakistan so that we can host them?
Oh, it's an interesting question. It depends on our visa rector, but actually we have there was a visit in Pakistan, I think last year or maybe year before last, and there was a visit in Russian house.
The year before the last, and I was there. I met
Yes.
you there. Okay. And Mohsin Saab, the last question is for you. When are you organizing Pakistan Day in your university?
Sir, it's my first year, so August is coming. So maybe, sir, we have I think 8 or 9 students, and two also professors in Tomsk State University. Is Professor Amjadan was from Faisalabad, and one another Ali, I think, is from Islamabad, I think. So we will meet and plan about the Pakistan Day.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And there's one last question that students ask: can they teach English in Russia? Because a lot of Pakistanis know English very well. So can they teach English in Russia?
Question from you, sir?
Yeah, Pakistani students. If they want to teach.
Sir, yes, they will teach, and if they want, they teach. Because, sir, example in front of you, I am teaching in Tomsk International Science Program. I am teaching molecular biology and biochemistry in English. So, if you want to teach English, there are many schools are available in Tomsk. You go there and teach English without a problem, sir.
Madam, last word to you, if you want to give any message to our students.
Thank you for organizing this meeting, and we will be waiting you at our university, whether you apply for contract-based education or for scholarship. Just send your application, we review it and accept. Thank you.
Thank you. And students, I hope this was beneficial to you. I always advise you to apply to a university in Russia, because as far as I am concerned, as far as I'm sure, Russia is a very good destination, and it's very suitable to us, especially because a lot of Pakistanis like the cold weather as well, like Mohsin Saab. So
yes,
so it's a very good destination. There are very good research opportunities. It's a very developed country. So think about Russia, and it can also be affordable because they have generous scholarships as well. I want to thank each and every one of you, and I will request you if you could share this with me, and also in that email just put your names and your designation so that I can share everything with the students and put it in the description.
Okay, thank you. I'll send it. And
Thank
have
you.
a good day. Bye.
Good day.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.